or perished in defense of their country. So many of their citizens have been the victims of terror attacks and missiles as they built an oasis on what was a barren land and established the most humane and democratic government in the whole Middle East. In 1967, in another great defensive war, the war called the Six-Day War, Israel reclaimed the remaining territories granted to them by the still legally valid promise of the League of Nations. Since then, the two old enemies, anti-Semitism and the influence of Arab oil on Europe, have put pressure on Israel to give this land to Palestinians for a promise of peace. As we know, in one agonizing moment of bending to this pressure, Israel uprooted thousands of Jewish families and gave Gaza magnanimously to the Palestinians in hope of securing peace. And what did they get in return? Rocket attacks and terror tunnels. It would be the biggest mistake the Israeli government has made. And so, it's no longer a mystery what will happen if they give up Samaria and Judea. Yet the idea of a two-state solution took hold. America finally endorsed it under Bill Clinton, and then under George Bush, and now under Barack Obama, though it was always at base a plan concocted to fulfill the Arab pledge to drive the Jews into the sea. We must finally expose this ploy for what it is and turn toward a real solution. There is an answer provided in the careful research of Carolyn Glick's book, which is what I purchased to put on the tables here tonight. Only one is able. It's a very important book, the most important book. I urge you to read it. We must make it clear to the entire world, Israel is a democracy and willing to find peace if the Palestinian people stop calling for their destruction. Israel is in a very difficult situation, especially now that Barack Obama has turned his back on Prime Minister Netanyahu. Many Jewish people thought it would be a great thing to have a minority as president. Now, 6.5 years into Obama's term, we see he is not the man we thought would be a great ally for Israel. We really must pray the coming 2016 election will bring in a Republican that can undo all of his errors and become Israel's ally. I am certain that people in this room tonight will be instrumental in bringing this about, and I'm proud to be among you.